Okay, we are live.
All right. Good afternoon. I'm going to call the meeting to order on August 18th at 5:52 p.m. Yes, apologize for the delay on the township board meeting. We've had some technical difficulties, but we think we got it straightened away. So please bear with us on that. This is July's minutes. Please sign those. Does anybody have any questions about the minutes for last month?
No.
Okay. Make a motion to accept the July minutes as read.
I'll second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. In your packet, there's also a Form 17 that needs to be signed. This form is for the pay raises for 2026. We just need a signature on the bottom of those. And then also in your packet is the Community First July bank statements that we need initials on. Next on the agenda is, which is old business, is the ITA conference coming up in September 22nd through the 24th. The registration is still open, so if any of us want to attend besides Chris and Sue, then
We've got 9 days for the early bird pricing, so if there's any classes that you want to go to, just let myself or Sue know so we can get you registered before that.
Under new items, we have CIP, which is coming up. We will be having a adoption meeting for the CIP. It will be a special meeting on September 18th at 5 o'clock. This will be will be publicized via the Tribune
10 days prior.
10 days prior to. So when we come back, or when we have that meeting, it'll be open to the public as well. This is our public meeting for the 2026 budget. Nobody has came through the door to say yay or nay or anything else. So we'll go ahead and close the public meeting since there's nothing else with that.
I just will add on that, I had the meeting with our budget field representative from the Department of Local Government Finance. That's kind of the major hurdle into making sure that our budget's fundable for the next year. Our reps, Judy, zero issues, so our budget's fully funded. She liked where we had our levies and said that was probably the best move. Some small budgetary increases, but it's pretty on par with 2025. My goal is to come in under budget, not over budget. And we are year to date still under budget. So things are moving in the right direction there. Obviously the September 8th meeting is the adoption meeting for that, and then that'll be the public meeting for the CIP. I should have the CIP done, about 80% done now. I've got some questions that I'd like to get answered before we finalize that, Sue and I. But we will be able to present that to you guys at the September 8th meeting.
Any questions about that? Okay. Next on the new items, the Harrison Township Fire Department.
So Shane's still at work, he couldn't be here. The brush truck is built, is en route. It should be here within the next few weeks. It was in Missouri as of the middle of last week on a rail car coming up from Mexico. That'll be a fluid build. Obviously, we're reusing the flatbed and the skid unit off our existing brush truck. So it'll just be a timeline thing. I don't want to leave the township unprotected without a brush truck. I'm looking into some other avenues to help cover. Obviously, Taylor and Rucherville have both agreed to help. I've got some other solutions I'm working towards, so we can continue on that. I've met with a few vendors for upfitting. We'll be working on kind of what the best plan of attack is and then getting quotes for that. I don't foresee that being an issue. Reusing the flatbed off the existing brush truck is going to save us several $1,000s. That'll have to be modified slightly to fit the new frame. Obviously, going from a 96 to a 2026. The frames have changed, so it'll have to be upfitted to fit that. I intend to have some rear fender wells put in. Once that's all done, we'll have it media blasted, repowder coated. Looking at refreshing the pump hose and potentially hose reels. And I'll have more info on that as we move forward. I'm going to sit down with the fire chief this week to discuss it in more detail and kind of get a game plan on what he's thinking, what I'm thinking, so that I can get some more detailed pricing to bring back to you guys as we move forward with that project. Garage door openers realistically need replaced on the station. Had a fair amount of door out last week, 2 weeks ago. Did a general service. So the doors themselves are good. The openers are pretty much in need of replacement. So I'll get some quote. We'll work on getting some quotes to present to you for that as well. So that's pretty much it. I did move forward. They've got a couple interior doors that need replaced. I did okay that. That was pretty small cost-wise to do that. And that is where we're at on the fire department. No major issues right now. So.
Awesome. All right. Any questions about the fire department? All right. Is there any other thing, any other discussions that we need to have or need to be brought up? All right. Our next board meeting will be September 8th at 5 o'clock. If nothing else needs to be discussed, take a nomination for dismissal.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
All right. Second.
I second.
All right. All in favor, say aye.